Ready, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's the match that will decide who moves to the semifinals between the blue and the red, or number 4 and number 5 alliances. These teams placing their gears in autonomous. Looks like the bot-provoking team. They got their autonomous gear, and it is placed for an additional 60-point bonus, bringing red ahead into 75 points. The Apes of Wrath looking to deliver their gear. Both teams have one rotor spinning now. Red Alliance already up with their second rotor, up and spinning. Blue Alliance doing the same, only moments behind with that second rotor spin up on the Blue Alliance airship. Red Alliance up to 140, Blue Alliance 95. Blue Alliance getting the second gear already. They only need 3 more to get their next rotor on the move for another 40 points. It's a race back and forth to your loading zones and back to the airships as they prepare for flight. Robotics butting heads with Bot Provoking in the center of the field, trying to get back and forth to their loading zone. Iron Panthers swinging across, all the way being blocked off by the Nerds, but the Nerds have a gear in their machine. They are trying to get that loaded onto their blue airship. They're at the far side, David right now. Back over to the blue. 1700 Robotics, they're on their way with a gear, trying to get that third rotor on the move. Looks like only one more gear needed by the Red Alliance and one more gear needed by the blue. They are neck and neck as far as gears go, and we have just over 1 minute remaining. Lots of defense being played. The blue robots stuck over on that Red Alliance side. 1700 Robotics trying to get past some strong defense from Red Tie Robotics, but they're all getting clogged up behind the airship, unable to deliver any more gears, but Blue Alliance has made it. They have a third rotor spinning, bringing them up to only a 5-point difference as we hit 40 seconds remaining. And they got one more gear. They're going to try to go for that final rotor bonus. Red Alliance, they've got their third rotor spinning and bring them back to 180. It's still less than a 50-point game, meaning any one robot hanging could make the difference. Our pilots are now releasing those lines so the robots can climb aboard. They have 23 seconds to make it up onto the airship and be ready for flight. 14:58. Red Tie Robotics, they're climbing slowly. We got, looks like 1 robot on each side. 2 robots on each side ready for flight. 3 red robots ready for flight, bringing them up to 330. 658 Apes of Wrath, they're making their way up. There's 5 seconds left. Can we get all 6? 2, 1, and 0. We got all 6 robots ready for flight. Blue pulling ahead to 285. Red Alliance. In this tiebreaker, there was a yellow card on 1700, which is the second yellow card, meaning that Blue Alliance earns a red card. However,